Acelor-Mittal. You matter to Acelor-Mittal. Your good friend, Acelor-Mittal.
Good day and welcome. This is Inside Acelor-Mittal-Liberia, a 30-minute radio magazine program which tells the story of Acelor-Mittal-Liberia and the impacts the company is making in the economic and social development of Liberia. Inside AML is your one-stop shop for all the latest news and information on the workings of AML in Liberia.
You matter to us, you matter to Acelor-Mittal.
This program features interesting interviews, beneficiaries of our unique programs, stakeholders, and staff of the company. Inside Acelor-Mittal is packaged and produced for airing on this and several other radio stations in Nima, Bong, Grant, Bassa, and Montserrado counties. As usual, my name is Emmanuel Colley, your producer and presenter.
Shine, 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 Acelor-Mittal.
Coming up, Acelor-Mittal-Liberia and its workforce signed 5th collective bargaining agreement with massive benefits for AML workforce. Several university and college graduates to begin major internship training opportunity at AML facilities in the country. AML sustained community engagements and interventions, as well as other key activities of the company, are all highlighted in today's edition of the program. Please stay tuned.
A friend in good times, a friend in bad times.
Acelor-Mittal-Liberia now has a new chief executive officer. He is Job Colin. Colin joins Acelor-Mittal-Liberia from Abadovi in Madagascar, where he led the mining team as director for mining operations. He has worked in the mining operations across the world, including Australia, Papua New Guinea, Mauritania, Ghana, Guinea, as well as Liberia for various companies on projects in both underground and open pit operations. The announcement of new Acelor-Mittal-Liberia CEO Conin to oversee Acelor-Mittal-Liberia was recently made by Stephen Bass, Executive Vice President and CEO of Acelor-Mittal Mining. In his message, CEO Bass wholeheartedly welcomed the new Acelor-Mittal-Liberia boss and wished him and the team in Liberia all the best. Job Colin replaces Scout Law. Today's development now, a new collective bargaining agreement CBA covering 3 years has been signed between the management of Acelor-Mittal-Liberia and its workforce. The recent signing ceremony in Yekepa is the 5th collective bargaining agreement signed since Acelor-Mittal-Liberia began its operations in 2006. Abuya now details the development with a report on the merits of the new CBA.
The new CBA between Acelor-Mittal and the workers' union of the company has now signed and sealed with many mutual benefits targeting workers of AML and the company. As per the CBA, several agreements were reached with focus on increment on workers' benefits, including the provision of housing facilities for the workers and dependents. The CBA also calls for basic social services and other amenities for employees. Signing on behalf of the management, AML Head of Organizational Development and Human Resources, Rose Kingston, said the signed CBA has brought to an end several months of negotiations between the management and the workers. Madam Kingston added that the new CBA is a total victory for both Acelor-Mittal and the workforce. Speaking briefly during the signing ceremony in Yekepa, AML CEO Job Colin described the workforce as the most valuable asset of the company. CEO Colin, who recently assumed the responsibility of Acelor-Mittal in Liberia, said the new CBA now sets the stage for enhanced working relationship and provides for increase in benefits and amenities for workers of the company.
In Acelor-Mittal, our workforce is our most important asset. And that is now shown as well, that we have now a collective bargaining agreement, which is building on the 4 previous ones, but it has actually enhanced as well with some additional parameters, and also not to be able to provide additional benefits to our workers, the unionized workers. Collective bargaining agreement, the critical parts, and I actually am very pleased to see the result, and I'm very happy for you. I'm also happy for us. We thank, because I understand that there were at the end 4 issues that we found it difficult to come to an agreement, and under the leadership and the guidance of the Honourable, we have been able to get to an agreement as a win-win situation. The next few years are critical for us here in Liberia. As I mentioned before, we have a phase 2 growth. We want to grow our production from 5 million tons per annum of DSO to 15 million tons per annum of concentrate. So we need a concentrator plant, we need a bigger mine, we need more rail capacity, a lot of things of that. Those things, again, are not coming out of itself. There is a project team on the floor that is getting bigger and bigger, but eventually we as an operational team, and that is us as management, together with our workers, we have to develop ourselves a different level, at a higher level, to be able to take on the responsibility of production, the 15 million tons per annum in a number of years. We have time, but not much. To do that successfully, we need to work together. And it is good to have a union representation that is willing to work together, that is willing to work with us, because it is not only a collective bargaining agreement that we need to get at the end, but it is also working together on, for example, very important priority number 1, improve on our health and safety management systems. That is not something that we can do in isolation. We have to do that with you, with our workforce. And we need at times feedback from the workforce via the representation, which can be done via the union representation, on situations where you feel we can improve. Congratulations again for the several months of tough negotiations, and that have now resulted in the 5th collective bargaining agreement.
Well, United Workers Union of Liberia's Secretary General, Dave Snem, expressed optimism over the new CBA. He expressed delight that the CBA has brought more improvements in the benefits for AML workforce and would also provide additional opportunities for short-term employees. For his part, Assistant Labour Minister for Trade Union Affairs, Gonsan Zio Menza, urged respective parties to abide by the terms and conditions of the agreement.
Most often, CBA is misconstrued as protecting the rights of workers. There are 2 parties. Decent Work Act is about protecting the rights of workers and protecting the rights of employers. And as your Minister for Trade Union, I tell you, I do not favor anybody but justice. When CBA disputes do come before me, I ask for the CBA, I ask for the clause, and I implement what is there. I will therefore urge both sides to respect the document you are about to sign. And this will take me into the legal ramification of CBA. That is in Section 39.41, legal effect of collective bargaining agreement. Once signed, it becomes legally binding upon the parties. Management, the unionized workforce. Nobody should play lip service to the document that you are about to sign. If any complaint was brought to the ministry, either by management or by the worker, alleging violation, and if the violation is proven, we will be very swift and decisive in enforcing the clause that have been violated. Let us see the CBA as a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation because CBA helps to bring about clarity in the industrial relationship between workers and management. It brings certain things to the front, particular areas that are gray areas for discontent, for confrontation, for conflict, so that you seek resolution to those things and by so doing, you avoid confrontation. But ones who will violate what has been agreed is the one that has bargained in good faith. The Ministry of Labor is grateful that Metal Steel or AML has been able to reach collective bargaining agreement with the workers. It is good to hear good news coming from AML that the management and the workers are together. They have agreed and that they have a working document to cement their relationship. It's a win-win. I would like to, at this stage, declare this CBA closed officially and urge all parties to respect this baby that you are giving birth to.
Thanks to Abuya for the report. Acelor-Mittal-Liberia has provided great relief for the Liberia Immigration Service Regional Hub in Bangabon County. This follows major repair work on its only operational vehicle assigned at the Banga Regional Security Hub. The vehicle prior to AML's intervention was badly damaged and needed major repairs and parts replacement. We have a report by Nawe Gome.
In the spirit of partnership and cordial working relationship, Acelor-Mittal-Liberia, AML's contribution to the country has no limit. Following an appeal from the Liberia Immigration Service LRS to repair its only damaged vehicle at the security hub in Banga, AML has promptly responded and a relief has come. After a period of repair works, the vehicle was officially turned over to the LRS recently in Banga. AML Superintendent for Government Relations Gus Norton presented the vehicle on behalf of the company. He praised the LRS for the cordial working relationship and said AML was committed to continuing such good relations, noting that security is a concern for all. Edwin Tommy, a mechanic at the AML workshop in Buchanan, said works done on the vehicle include engine overhaul, suspension, and body repairs including respraying. The total cost of the repair works done on the vehicle is estimated at over $10,000. That's according to the workshop's data entry clerk, Stephen Isaac. Meanwhile, LRS Deputy Commissioner for Administration Moses Jeble, who took delivery of the repaired vehicle, lauded AML for accepting its request to help in restoring the only operational vehicle assigned at the Regional Security Hub in Bangabon County. For the past 4 months, he said the LRS operations in Bong, Nimba, and Lofa experienced a serious logistical challenge due to the lack of an operation vehicle. He also commended Acelor-Mittal for fuel assistance to its team in Nimba most times during patrols.
Meanwhile, Acelor-Mittal-Liberia has commissioned 2 new simulators at the AML Training Academy in Yekepa, Nima County. The simulators will help trainees in heavy-duty operation to begin to operate with the articulated dump trucks, the ADT. At the commissioning ceremony in Yekepa recently, AML Chief Executive Officer Adrian Stratton urged operators of the truck to learn the skills needed to operate the ADT.
The abuse of equipment is a serious issue within our current operations, and I'm very honest about it. But these type of simulators that we receive now, that will make a significant difference. I'm looking forward to see the changes that we're going to actually experience on the floor. At the end of this year, we will have 36 ADTs running. That's going to be the future of our operations. And the value that they will be adding is significant. And guys, so thank you for all the work that you have done so far. And I really also want to say thank you in advance for the work that is lying ahead. It's going to be tough, it's going to be long hours, but it's going to be worthwhile. Okay, so Darby, thank you to you and your team. And also know that you have my full support. Anything that you guys need, I'm here. So just shout. Edgar, you have opportunity now to ensure that your operators are all well trained. We don't drop our standards. We're going to make the guys aware. The last comment is, for me, is change behavior. That is for me an important aspect, guys. We need to change the behavior of everybody, not only specific individuals, but everybody has to change their behavior in the way that we operate, the way that we look after our equipment. These boys, they are here to assist us. They are here to put food on our tables. If we abuse them, our ADTs, we will not have food on our table. So look after them. But an operator needs to be properly trained, qualified before he gets onto those machines.
Each operator, guys, enjoy it, enjoy full experience, to learn new skills and to be the best. Now you can prove that you're the best. We can measure you, the computer will measure you that you're the best.
AML's Chief Operations Officer, Adrian Stratton.
your matters to us, so Acelor-Mittal.
Well, a quick reminder that you are listening to Inside Acelor-Mittal-Liberia, a 30-minute radio magazine program highlighting the multi-layer activities of Acelor-Mittal in Liberia. Let's now take a quick break and bring you this drama produced by Acelor-Mittal-Liberia.
Yeah, again for discussions about Acelor-Mittal. But I think that
hello, everybody.
Also.
Hello.
Babuchi, how was work today?
Work was very good with me. And the company told us today that it just signed with government to increase their investment in Liberia by US 800 million.
Oh, wow. You mean this COVID-19 time here? While other companies are scared to spend their money, Acelor-Mittal wants to put this money in their work here in our country?
Yes, sir.
Look, we heard about this new money the company will be bringing to Liberia, but people saying plenty things about it. Some of them even say they want to get their own too.
My people, I am your own son, and I have been working with the company since I came back from studying abroad, where Acelor-Mittal supported me.
Welcome.
So anything you want to know about what the company is doing in the community and the country, I can tell you, yeah?
My people,
yes,
our son Boloso Tua is here with all the good things we want to know about the company called Acelor-Mittal and this new money business that the people talking about all around here. And like they say, you will never know that a chicken is pregnant until it lays egg. So our son Boloso Tua, what is it you have to tell us today? We want to hear you plenty.
Thank you. Acelor-Mittal is using plenty ways to talk or to put it the quick way to engage you, the community people. So that the plenty they say, gossip, rumor can go down or a finish few.
okay.
So today, I will start my talk with housing for the company workers and their family members. Acelor-Mittal is not a company that likes empty talk. When they talk, they mean it. Acelor-Mittal's management always says that their employees are their most important assets. That means all of the things the company gets, people who are working for the company are very dear to the company's heart.
That's good.
And they have always proved it, my people. Acelor-Mittal been fixing plenty houses and old buildings that spoil bad way before the company came.
Praise God.
You also know during our wartime, plenty hard time came and people them looted everything from inside that place there. Some houses they get no zinc, no roof, no doors, no nails. In short, I mean nothing was there.
I say, what kind of thing you talking so? They say better go here, boy. Then you ask him where better be. You say looting, then you hear talking about no furniture, no zinc. Of course, they will carry everything.
I know, Hey, my daughter, you are right,
Okay.
But what I was saying was that since Acelor-Mittal came, they now fixed or renovated plenty spoil houses for their employees to live in. I mean, they now face the school, the hospital, and small, or both people say gradually. The company is fixing more houses every year for the people to live in, just like it was agreed between the company and the government of Liberia in the agreement. My people, let's talk so and talk so. And I say the company fixed every spoil or looted house that it made there. But Acelor-Mittal now fix plenty. In fact, more than 700 employees get place to lay their heads because of Acelor-Mittal, my people.
700.
Yes.
We are happy to hear this. No fun.
Look, now as I'm talking to you people, Acelor-Mittal-Liberia finished fixing 89 good housing units in Bikena, Kwambasa County. And and the workers and their families are living in them. The company now stopped there in Yekepa, 296 houses were properly fixed and people are also living in them. Yeah, my people. Aliman chekele kumbang pu, aliman chekele kumbang pui, aliman chekele kumbang. Thank you. Back to serious talk. Look, with all of the heart and this big sickness, Finipotion are talking about COVID-19 that it put on everybody all over the world and made things hard for everyone. This company, Acelor-Mittal, is still giving some form of housing for 729 employees, or 52% of its staff. Yeah, my people.
Thank God for metal steel,
But and they say the company need not change to metal steel.
My brother, please don't waste our time. Where were you when they changed the name? Where were you?
Just tell me.
For your way. I got one question.
Go ahead.
Suppose you not get a house yet, and you waiting until the company finish facing some more. That one it mean you black or you on your own. And then so.
My sister, let me say thank you for the people who made the correction in our company's name. Yes, we are now called Acelor-Mittal. But again, let me answer that fine question about the people them who not get houses yet. All other workers, like those in rented homes, like myself standing in front of you right here, are getting some money for our rent. We people say housing allowance along with our pay every month. Every month, if you not get house, the company can give good money for you to rent a place for you and your family to live. Now, let me rub more small on what this company is doing to carry the Liberian services and materials in front.
Okay, tell us.
One, like I said before, 52% of all of the local businesses that do Acelor-Mittal's work are Liberians owned. Yes, sir. Two, Acelor-Mittal is also using many other ways to assist its communities, like support to Atai shops and other places where young people can go plenty to talk about the good things the company continues to do for the Liberian people.
Acelor-Mittal, one family. One family,
Acelor-Mittal. Thank you. The last thing that I want you all to know is about the benefits of the 8 billion American money. 8 billion American money to expand the Mineral Development Agreement, which was signed in the month of September 2021. I was happily dancing all around in the community when I heard the good news. Didn't you people see me dancing?
We saw you.
Now, I'm sure you were wondering what was going on with me. I was not crazy. I was happy that many of you here and other Liberians may join me to enjoy the many opportunities of working with Acelor-Mittal, my people. In this new deal, more than 2,000 jobs are expected to be created during the construction phase.
2,000?
More than 2,000 jobs. And plenty of money will also go to government in taxes and other benefits. I will continue this talk another time and tell you people more good things that Acelor-Mittal is doing in our communities and country. Thank you for listening to me.
Liberia matters to us, so Acelor-Mittal.
A message from Acelor-Mittal-Liberia.
Shine, Acelor-Mittal.
Acelor-Mittal-Liberia is providing hands-on opportunity for recent university graduates in the country. Under the Liberia's Flashy Young Professionals Program, AML is recruiting university graduates with an accumulated grade point of 3.0 for an internship training opportunity that geared towards exposing them to the job market. For the detail of this development, let's now join Vasta Talo for a report.
The need for career development opportunities in Liberia to transform the nation's high-potential youth into productive citizens in both the private and public sectors has always been given top priority by Acelor-Mittal-Liberia. One such channel being used is Acelor-Mittal's flagship Young Professionals program that recruits university graduates with GPA 3.0 for an internship opportunity with the company. For this year, the company is prepared to receive about 12 interns to undergo job training for the period of 10 months in various departments and professional areas. Recently, scores of young graduates from different colleges and universities in Liberia sat an aptitude test in Yekepa and 41 in Buchanan to begin the first of a rigorous and transparent evaluation process. In Monrovia alone, about 194 applicants sat the test. To ensure transparency in the process, Mr. Amos Flomo, Senior Training Officer in the Department of Learning and Development in Yekepa, said they designed a normal system that does not allow candidates to write their names on the test paper, but their identification numbers only. The testing and evaluation process, Mr. Flomo added, is tough because they want the best candidates to be selected as per their performances. This is truly a life-changing opportunity for university graduates who have met all the benchmarks set for their inclusion. AML interns are also poised to receive special benefits during their 10 months of training with assurance of getting full-time employment if performed well.
AML Community Relations Supervisor in Yekepa Edmond Bar has boasted of ongoing partnership that has long existed between affected communities and the company. Mr. Bar said the long-term partnership has accrued massive benefits for the affected communities, especially Nimba, Grand Bassa, and Bon counties. He, however, wants those in the mines affected areas to continue to make the investment climate conducive for all. He spoke to Inside AML recently in Yekepa.
There exists a relationship, and this relationship I've seen things happen for both the company and the communities. What do I mean? For instance, you have the company paying out corporate social responsibilities that are used to do some work at the community level. If we did not have this investment here, will you have more than 500 Liberians living here in the morning going up the mine to mine? No. And the benefit is each of these people will get some dollars, and this dollar, they invest in their local communities. Today, Nima has money sitting somewhere that other countries don't have. The Social Development Fund. Nima today has 21 yellow machine. Where did they come from? Is that a donation from you? Say no. It is something that was purchased from the Social Development Fund of Acelor-Mittal. So then, if there are no investor here, if there are no Acelor-Mittal here, did they ever buy yellow machine? No. For instance, the community college or the Nima University today gets $50,000 every year as contribution, straight cash. The fact that the Nima University exists, every year this 50,000 is given. So that's also contributing to the learning environment, for our young people and the rest of it. The Yekepa Kanda Road. This is the road that lie here in ruin for some times. From the time I was a child in this place, I was born here, up to now, the road have been there. But today, some part of the road, if I will sleep when we're driving, has the investment not been here, where we're going to have this. So these are all benefits of the investment. Those all who have had the opportunity to know the importance of investment in any economy, we know what is happening in Acelor-Mittal. We need to make the investment environment conducive by doing what is right and by saying what is right to our people.
That's AML Community Relations Supervisor Edmond Bar there in conversation with our Inside AML microphone in Yekepa.
Liberia matters to us, so Acelor-Mittal.
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time I had to be with you today on the program. You've been listening to a cross-section of people, including Acelor-Mittal-Liberia new CEO, who described the workforce as the fulcrum of the company. You also listened to Acelor-Mittal Community Relations Supervisor in Yekepa Edmond Bar, who outlined the many involvements of AML in key areas of operations. As usual, my name is Emmanuel Colley. I packaged and produced this production of Inside Acelor-Mittal-Liberia. Many thanks to this radio station for airing our program. Until next time, thanks ever so much for listening and goodbye.
Acelor-Mittal, Liberia matters to us, matters to Acelor-Mittal.